to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Then that time I went and said goodbye. Now I'm back and not ashamed to cry. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours.
Here we go. 10:04, no top of the hour news today. RiverBender.com/news. We got special guest in studio, friend of the show, Madeline Eades, Coco+Oaks. Grand opening.
Grand opening this Friday morning at 9 a.m.
So this was years in the making. I mean, this is really cool. Before I even get into I'm just going to ask you the topical, easy one. How are you feeling?
I'm a little tired, but I'm super excited. I'm probably more excited than anybody because I've, put so much work into this, and I'm just super excited to get the doors open and to share it with the community. So,
and that's what I'm just super excited for this too. And you're, role in the community with the athletic association, and you're, still, keeping that going. Plus, your kids started school, and now throw a grand opening on top of it.
Yeah, 4 kids. Everybody just went back to school. Being the president of the athletic association, lucky enough that I have great people on the athletic association that have filled in for me a few times over the past few weeks while I've gotten everything together down at Coco+Oaks, and it's coming together.
That's really cool. So how long of a time frame did you have for this transition?
I had about a 3-week turnaround.
No pressure.
No pressure. I think I literally got the keys, hit up Lowe's, and within an hour, I think I was rolling paint on the walls. So
wow,
we didn't really skip a beat. So. Just right into it.
Now, I got to ask you about this because, with the pandemic, you were on, you had the online store. Mm-hmm. I know that when we talked the first time about Coco+Oaks, that the storefront was something that you always envisioned, that brick and mortar. So as you're, going through it, were you just kind of peeking at certain locations, seeing what fit your mold, or was it just kind of, let's get in this location, this area first, and we'll go from there?
Okay, so goodness gracious, yeah, started in the pandemic. It honestly started kind of as something to do, almost like a hobby.
Yeah.
And I feel like at this point, like I've girl bossed a little too hard, and now it's a real job. But honestly, it just was a inevitable transition. I think either you're in or you're out. And I've had amazing steady growth, not only just locally, but really a lot of my customer base being online is all over the U.S. and Canada. I ship everywhere. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely been a steady growth, and it's really picked up over the past, I would say, 18 months quite a bit, especially locally. Really, the spot downtown kind of came about because, I'm fairly good friends with Russ, who owns Bossa Nova up the road, mm-hmm. and Elijah Pease, and I've hinted around to him that I was kind of looking for a space. And he actually, the building I am currently in, he used to own, so he knows the current owners, and he knew that the 3 charming chicks who were in there right before me were getting ready to transition to a bigger space right next door, freeing up that space for me. And then the Gen X who owned the building reached out to me, and I went to see it. And really, the rest is history. I mean, wow. I didn't even know about the 3 charming chicks before I got there, but I am so glad I do now.
Well, talk about that, because to me, that's really a unique spot for both of you. I
feel like the backside of downtown on William Street is like in an uptick. Yeah. And honestly, I think like it's just really adding a lot of flavor and a lot of things to do right in the heart of downtown.
Well, it's such a great point, because I always say that so many times we focus on the main thoroughfares so many times, and I think it's great. I think it's, let's fill up those buildings, but there's so many unique properties all around the side streets that really could add so much to the area to see you there. Yes, I'm loving it.
Downtown Alton, there is nothing like it. These buildings are just so cool. The building I have is so cool. It's probably, I know that it was built sometime in the 1800s. I do know that it was at one point a boatworks building, so it's very industrial. It's just super unique. These buildings are so cool. And to see, I'm coming in, I'm a new business, but the Charming Chicks have been there 9 years, holding down William Street alone.
Right.
And honestly, they have just even moved on to grander pastures. They've got a much bigger space, but the space I'm in is perfect for me. And I couldn't ask for better neighbors. And honestly, like, you're a neighbor now. Really, you're just right around the corner. And you got CJ Juice, you got the juiceries, and you got it's just so.
I mean, you got the, State Street Market,
It's such
the cigar.
a cool place. There's just so many neat businesses down here.
It really is. And I just think it's so cool, too. I mean, to have a business literally outside a national landmark in that, Confederate prison that, the remnants are what's left. To me, that's one of the coolest sticking
rumor has it
points.
that my building has a couple little spooky friends that live in it, but I have yet to meet them. But I'm just excited at it all. And opening in the fall, I mean, what better time to go kind of get spooked out with your girlfriends, maybe come for like haunted shopping nights that I'm going to be having over the next few weeks. And
Really?
oh yeah, I plan to just do it up. Why not have fun with it?
Well, and that's what I was going to get into in a second. I mean, everything you do, you go big or go home. We aren't just going to kind of throw it out
I don't mess around. I really don't, because I'm just one of those people. There's something really probably wrong with me that I go all in on everything that I do. There is no like half in, half out. It's like head first. But I just have fun with it. At the end of the day, like, it's clothes. I love clothes. I mean, I probably manifested this at an early age, because I can remember being like hiding under clothing racks at like, I guess what you would call famous bar here, but back home, I think it was like Elder Beerman or something. But I can remember just playing under the clothing racks and hiding, and I just thought it was so magical. And like, I think from an early age, having a clothing store was something that I think I was destined to probably do.
All I know is that you can't pay those ghosts for modeling.
I don't know.
Throw a shirt
they
on
might
them.
come in handy if I need a couple extra mannequins.
So, Madeline, fill me in on how we're celebrating with you this Friday.
Okay, so Friday morning, 9 a.m., 219
early.
William Street. Yes, bright and early. The Chicks, they're only open 1 week in a month, but they are on a delay since they had their grand opening a little late last month. So they're open this month too. And they open at 10. And I know they've got quite a long line of ladies waiting to get in there. So I'm going to open an hour early. I'll have coffee and, maybe some donuts or something good to keep them busy. They can come in and shop. But I will have giveaways all day long. Just a lot of fun. And, I'm bringing Lombardies with me.
There you go. You don't need to talk. That's the fun right there.
It is the fun.
They're great people.
I don't know if you know, but Amy started a little side business as well, and she's doing candles and freshies and wooden signs and whatever. And so she's going to be in there too. I'm bringing her in on it too.
I love your guys' friendship and all. I really just think it's so cool.
We're definitely like Laverne and Shirley. I mean, we really are. We goof off. We have a lot of fun together. There really is no holds bar on like what we'll do together. And really, Craig is almost like the trifecta in the friendship, because he's wild and crazy too. But they're a lot of fun. I mean, there's
Great
a lot
people.
of good people. I've got a couple other girls coming in. A jewelry company called In Bloom is going to be there for the grand opening. They do infinity jewelry pieces. So that's super unique. And I've got another local lady who she makes baskets and stuff. So just some fun, cool things on top of all the amazing clothes that I have searched high and low to bring in here. So just a super cool, fun day.
Yeah, and now too, for the folks that want more information, that want to stop in, what's your type of style? Do you have a set?
I truly believe there's probably something for everybody in there. As time will progress, I am adding in men's wear.
I'm in.
Youth and children and, infant clothing, as well as some housewares and stuff. Really, I mean, it's honestly, for me, it's fun. It's whatever I like, and that's what you're going to see in there. I mean, I just, hey, I scroll through, I find something with a manufacturer, and I'm like, I got to have it. So there it is.
And now we got to have it down here in Alton. I think that's just the chain of command. If Madeline's got to have it, then we got to have it.
That's right. And I think the missing link to downtown is really going back to the older days when you would come down here to shop with your families and you'd come for lunch. And I really would love to see that just progress. I would love to see busy Saturday afternoons, people strolling, people shopping. I definitely plan to do amazing window scenes and scapes for holidays and whatnot. I'm just really embracing the experience of it all.
Well, and that's what I think is so amazing about this is that it's not, because sometimes I've always kind of wondered, because sometimes you got a new business and it's not really, it's just kind of out there, and sometimes they say they're nervous about what the public says. And it's like, you're going to embrace me. Here I am. Let me know what you think.
Obviously, as long as I'll be there, definitely depends on the public. So I really do hope that they come out and they really appreciate what I'm bringing to town. Affordability, quality items. I think my price points, I try to be very, I guess, willing to be available for everybody's shopping needs. There's literally something for everybody, every price point. I think anybody could shop at my store. But really at the end of the day, I'll always be online. I still am doing that. This is almost like starting over again because this is just uncharted territory for me. But, I go out and I do a lot of pop-up shops and I get asked so many times by so many people, like, do you have a brick and mortar? Where can I come and shop like on a Tuesday afternoon or, whatever. And now I can, have a place where they can come and shop. And
I love it.
It's super cool.
I love it. And I think it's going to be really successful because there's so many people that have that same need. I know, and I hear it all the time of having those options and not just maybe one or two spots, but, being able to actually have that experience those Saturday afternoons.
Oh, definitely. And, I really love Alton and I love the people of Alton. So, I feel like that's obvious in all the, I volunteer endlessly with what little free time I have, but I really love this city. And it was very important for me to set up a location here. So it's a labor of love. I love this town and I love putting my business in this town and I will be here as long as they will have me here.
And I think they'll be happy to keep you here for a while. I don't know. Just have a little bit of a feeling about this. Well, take me through how the kids are feeling too. How's the family feeling about this? Are they supporting Mom? Are they excited?
Oh yeah. I think, and maybe they're a little burned out at this point too, because we've been talking about it quite a bit lately, it seems like, and, but they've been really great. I have 4 different kids. My oldest is in high school. My youngest just went to first grade. And I have 2 in the middle somewhere there. But they keep me busy and they keep me young. And especially having a daughter in high school. What teenage girl doesn't love clothes?
Right.
And all of her friends. So I definitely feel the love from like the teenagers in our community. And, and down the road, if I'm around long enough, I would foresee maybe one of my daughters taking over the business at some point.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. So it's just something fun. I feel like everybody's a little bit in on it. My husband was, doing a lot of the construction of, installing racks and whatnot or whatever I needed him to do at the store over the past few weeks. So honestly, and he's been really great about it. So
that's so cool.
I think everybody's just really excited.
Well, and it seems like, too, this is what I think's awesome about this. The online store is doing well, but it's just adding to it and doing something you want to do. And I think it speaks volumes from your just passion that I hear from you this morning talking about the storefront. It's there.
Yes, I definitely am very passionate about what I do. I love what I do, and I like to be able to have that customer experience of getting to know my customers. I just really believe on a good customer connection, and this is just one more way that I can have that and that they can have that, so all in all, it's just a really cool time.
Without a doubt. I just think it's great, and I'm really excited and happy for you because you deserve it. And I mean that. Someone who really volunteers a lot of their time and, the Alton Athletic Association and 10 other organizations to boot on top of that. Yeah. To see this happening, all that hard work paying off, you kept talking about it, and it's here. Just so
manifest,
cool.
Manifest.
Right.
There is some truth to it. I feel like if you put it out there, you will attract in whatever you are putting out into the universe. And I really try to be a very uplifting, positive person, and I try to do, I'm a yes person. I don't say no to much. No matter how tired I am, I really will always be there for anybody that in need. So, if you could look at it like that, not that I deserve it. I've really worked very hard to get to where I'm at. And, it's not been an easy road. Just like anybody else, I think I could have thrown in the towel several times over the years, but there was something behind me. I'm not a quitter. And you just keep pushing through and you roll with it. And there's a lot of twists and turns that come to being a business owner, which I think other fellow business owners can, attest to. But, at the end of the day, it's just an experience. I'm just, hey, why not?
I love it. And, I just think it's fantastic. What's the best way for people at home to stay up to date with you?
So, I have an amazing Facebook page.
Yeah, you do.
Coco and Oak, COCO +. I
don't make my mistake. The first time Madam was on, I threw that ampersand in, and I have just,
never lived it down.
No, not from you, from me. I just keep going.
So
CJ.
Facebook's an amazing way. Obviously, yes, we have a website, which is cocoandoak.com. And that's where you can catch there's a few different things. Inline and on store is slightly different. There are a few things online that you won't get in the store, and there's a few things in the store that you're not going to get online. So I think there's plus side,
incentives for both.
Yes, for sure. But if you're local and you buy online, you can come to the store to pick it up and save on shipping. So,
that's awesome.
I mean, there's a benefit to it all.
A benefit to it all, but also really the benefits for us to have this opportunity for, whether it's women, now men eventually, children being able to go in and just shop and really just be a part of the Coco and Oak and Madeline Eades community. I'm feeling it. I love it.
I feel like Coco and Oak is just a way of life. Not only is it mine, but I'm hoping it'll be yours too, right?
Before I let you go, I got to ask you had the chance to go talk at What's Up Downtown. Take me through the embrace that you felt down there.
So What's Up Downtown is such a cool thing, with Sarah McGibney, who, she runs the What's Up Downtown and all of that. And she's really big on supporting the businesses and all the events that go on down here. Really, she's been pretty great to me, inviting me along to speak at that. I have to say, it's very nerve-wracking to speak. and I've done it one other time, but I felt like there was way less people than the last time. So I may have stumbled over my words a little bit, but I felt like everyone's there for the same reasons. Yeah. Everybody wants to see our community thrive and grow and, and being that a lot of other business owners attend, it's just a great way of networking with them. And I got to talk to several other people who are willing to, embrace me and help me along the way and vice versa. I mean, if you participate in having a community, even if you have a business, even if you are maybe in a competitive business, maybe you have a boutique too, I think lifting people up and building people up and helping people only comes back to you in a positive way. So I feel like there is just something for everyone to support, and I will continue to support these local businesses and especially downtown. And I'm just happy to be here. And I love my new neighborhood and all my new neighbors. So it's a fun thing for me.
Absolutely. And then once again, that grand opening, what time are we celebrating?
9 a.m. Friday morning, and we will be open the remainder of the weekend as well. 9 to 6, both Friday and Saturday, and 12 to 4 on Sunday.
Nice.
I will be closed on Mondays and Tuesdays because I feel like those are the days I have to give to my family and, the athletic association and maybe catch up on my laundry and grocery shopping. I mean, I need days for that. But, over time, hopefully, it's something I can be open, every day.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, Madeline, I really just am so excited for you, and I'm looking forward to seeing the journey that Coco and Oaks brick and mortar locations on.
It is what it is. We've arrived. Now, where will it take us?
We'll find out. For more information, just follow Madeline along on the Coco and Oak Facebook page, and thanks for stopping by today.
Thanks for having me.
We'll come back for a quick chat, and then our conversation with Selena Vega. That happens in a couple of minutes on our daily show.